The Death of Superman Part 5 sees Superman take a back seat for his pal Jimmy Olsen, as Perry White congratulates one of Jimmy's pictures getting on the front page of the Daily Planet above the fold line. Jimmy hopes that this means he can get a raise, but Perry says that nowadays everyone has cell phones and wants to sell images. He says Jimmy needs a bit more experience first, and their chat is interrupted by Greta, who tells him that someone has kidnapped the mayor. Perry looks for Lois and Clark, but can't find either of them, so he sends Jimmy to go and get what information he can. Heading to the city hall, Jimmy witnesses Superman beating some thugs in power armor. Jimmy snaps away with his camera, knowing the pictures he's getting are great. As Maggie Sawyer and Dan Turpin arrest the criminals, Superman meets with Bibbo, who gets a picture with Superman thanks to Jimmy. As Bibbo leaves, the Justice League arrives, so Jimmy takes his advantage to snap more pics of the team. He overhears Cyborg talking about the armor the criminals wore and how it is from Apocalypse. Knowing he needs more info, he goes to ask Maggie and Dan some questions regarding the weaponry the criminals used, learning that Bruno Mannheim wanted to trade the mayor and his wife for Intergang prisoners. But Maggie isn't buying that story. After the police leave, Jimmy tries to think of how he could get more information and wonders how Lois does it. Returning to the planet, Jimmy delivers what he has to Perry, who says he'll get Lois to write it up, but Jimmy will share a byline with her. Developing and printing his pictures, Jimmy notices a matchbook for the ace of clubs, Bibbo's bar, at the crime scene, but knows Bibbo couldn't have dropped it since the pictures were taken before he arrived. Knowing he has a lead, Jimmy rushes to Perry with his findings, knowing the ace of clubs is a place to start his investigation. The Death of Superman Part 5 shifted the focus of the book to Jimmy and follows him through the events of the Death of Superman animated movie and what he was up to. I love just when I thought the book was going to be a loose adaptation of the terrible animated movie, it does something more and gives us something for an otherwise secondary character to do. It also makes Jimmy more than just a young photographer taking pictures, and it seems to sort of develop his reporting skills and his journalist skills, which is really cool, and it's making him a bit more mature. I'm really interested if this is where the book's gonna go from now on, whether it'll move with Jimmy through the events of Death of Superman, or whether it'll pivot between Jimmy and maybe like Lois or Bibbo or some other characters, and very intrigued to see where they're going to be taking this. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.